What's cracking YouTube? This thing, StreamYard be going like it's like 5 minutes ahead of time. So I can finish watching this game. Yo, what's cracking, Melly Mel? What's up with it? I've been looking at your whole rebuilding our brand, like the whole redo, and you coming back with a vengeance, man. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. I'm in full support of what you're doing over there. All right, just want to let you know that. AQUA, what's cracking? What's up with it? How you doing, man? Was just telling Melly Mel I appreciate what he's doing over there. The rebuilding our brand is rebuilding again, making it happen. Catching the rest of the Seahawks and Eagles game. I'm not sure if anybody's a Seahawks or Eagles fan on here yet. Right on, Melly. For sure. HC, what you been up to, man? I caught you in a couple of streams. I haven't been able to catch up to see what you've been doing new. What's been popping with you? Crystals, pets and plants. Thanks for coming through. How you been? How was the holiday break? I see you, Melly Mel. How was your break, Melvin? For those that participate in it, Denny's Fish Tanks, thanks for coming through. What's cracking? I'm glad everybody is able to come on through. Asking everybody how their holiday break was. Not sure if everybody actually, participates in the actual Thanksgiving, the whole traditional thing. But if you were able to meet with people, which they kind of frowned upon, but I asked my students today, what is the most memorable thing that they had to eat? If it was something made, You know, what was the most memorable thing? I got dressing, and somebody said seafood. So they had a seafood broth. For once, it was drama free. That's the other thing about getting all the family together, drama filled. Well, that's good to hear, Denny's. Always good to have drama free, especially this day and age. I want to be free from drama as much as possible. It was good. I'm also rebuilding our brand merch. I'm working on Fishy Biz. That's what's up, Melvin. I've been checking out a lot of your work on Instagram. You guys got some stuff popping out, man. You put out like 12 t-shirts a week, man. It's crazy. You be working over there. You be working. I support your grind, man. Yeah. Anybody have anything good? Any good food to put out there, man? That was just exceptional. Something that you made or was made for you. Turkey, says Crystal's Pets and Plants. Was it regular in the stove, or did you deep fry it? Just frying turkeys. That's what I want to see. I haven't had a deep fried turkey in like 2 years, and they taste super good when they're done right. Super good. I didn't know turkey tail tasted so good. It's crazy. Turkey tail tastes great. Not sure if it's like so much the actual tail of the turkey, but the whole butt of the turkey, like some butt that tastes pretty good. That's good butt. In the oven for years. I do love to have it deep fried. Yeah, yeah. And that's crazy. Some people are from the South, and my first time getting a deep fried turkey was like 2 years ago. Yes, it is. HC know what I'm talking about. That turkey tail, boy, they make you hurt yourself. We had turkey cooked in an emu. Am I reading that right? Like the bird, or is it spelled IMU as like a cooking utensil? Maybe. Is that what? Is that where I'm not. I'm thinking bird, but it's not. It must be. It can't be, right? You guys aren't eating emu, right? Get me straight, because I've always wanted turkey duck and chicken. So if you guys are cooking turkey and an emu, I just want to know if that's is that what it is? It's been that way since I was 15. That business minded mentality I got from my dad, mom, and late grandmother. That's what's up, Melly Mel. I'm still trying to get a perfect rub and marinade mix. Man, Denny, is there ever a real perfect one? Like you, it's so messed up because you end up getting a perfect one when you don't try. Like you just put some stuff together and it'd be off the chain and you can't recreate it. It's crazy. It's a Hawaiian thing. Okay, you dig a hole, fire up some rocks, bury it with the meat inside. Okay, okay. All right. Similar to I guess how they do the full pigs or the whole hogs, they put them underground with the rocks. That must be off the chain. Forgive them, people. His cap is too tight. Well, well, well. If it isn't Little Joe Munoz, internet thug. What's up, Joe? What did you have good for the holiday? I mean, whether you celebrate or not, if you had you know, somebody cooked for you or you cooked yourself on your day off. Hopefully people got days off. What did you what was something that you remember? Something that stuck with you? Sure. Did you, did you have a gato wrapped up in a rata? A gato rata? Had a great time. I was home alone eating ham. Oh, Mr. Lonely. It's all right. If it was honey baked ham, those are actually pretty good. Actually, I didn't even eat any turkey this holiday season. I had only ham. Um, had that brown sugar joint on it, honey glaze on it. It's good eating. Good eating. Joe, you ever have turkey tail deep fried? It's good stuff. And turkey tail is good stuff. Watching the Brokeback Mountain cowgirl loose. What the hell, man? What? Priscilla was cracking. Joseph Gilbert. I affectionately call him Joey Gills. Man, Joseph, yay, man. That videographer degree or whatever you got in videography is off the chain, dude. You do some hot stuff. I love it, what you're doing over there. Priscilla, what's popping? What's cracking? Thanks for coming through, you guys. Turkey rear end, no, yes. We're talking about how good turkey tail is, which isn't actually the tail, but the butt. Uh, the butt of the turkey tastes pretty good when it's deep fried. I lost my 5 mil mutt guppies, and I was planning on breeding that I got from Aquatics in August. I have 2 left. Oh man, I lost my green spotted puffer. He just would not. He stopped eating on me and messed my whole world up. I have an empty tank. I'm thinking about maybe getting pea puffers in there or 2 dragon puffers. Try to figure it out. Fish Tropic, what's cracking? Thanks for coming through. Picking algae like I get paid for it. All right, Priscilla. You get you some apple snails in that joint. I may try to deep fry mine next Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think deep fried is the way to go with the turkey for sure. I just caught a large mouth bass, 18 inches. Did you catch it with your bare hands? Like your father did before you and his father did before him and passed down generations of mud hole picking. Joe Munoz attacks 18-inch bass barehanded. For sure, Joseph. Hey, yeah, man. I love it. Definitely, I love it. Putting them in the monster tank. You just went and grabbed a bass out of the lake and now you're going to put them in a monster tank? How cruel. An 18-inch bass and you're going to put them in a 20 long? That sucks. That's gonna be dope though. My cousin used to catch trout and put them in his tank. Yeah. How big is your monster tank, Joe? While we're waiting on that, and the game is going to be coming to a close pretty soon, just want to say I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. 9 o'clock on a Monday night. Um, just a nice little wind down, you know what I'm saying? A little fish, a little this, a little that. And we'll get to the question in a minute. Okay, the 300 gallon. All right. Okay, that seems like it might be big enough. That sucker's already 18 inches. How long do bass live? Like in the wild? But going back, I just want to say appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Thanks for taking the time out. If you went to work, man, and off work, this is a perfect time to wind down, especially coming off a long vacation break. I was off since Tuesday. I was able to get some rest in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Probably not Wednesday. I think I got up at my regular time, but realized that I didn't have to work, so I probably laid it down again. But some well-needed rest for teachers. We have 2 more weeks, and then we get to jump in on Christmas break. So I had to tell students today, like, listen, if your grade isn't where it's supposed to be, these 2 weeks is crucial. Whether they listen or not, it's up to them. They've got to get it together. They live long enough until you eat it. Exactly. Caveman Joe. Eating his pets one at a time. Oh man. So yeah, so if you had to travel out for your job, man, risking the pandemic or whatever it have you, I'm glad that you guys were able to come in and stop through and wind down with a little fishy biz, man. And look, let's just jump right into the topic, man. Um Joe Gilbert, little Mexican mule. You know, Moscow mule is made with vodka. Mexican mule is made with tequila. Sometimes I'll have a Kentucky mule, which is made with bourbon. Dead Fred, 821. What's really good? What's good with you, bro? Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate it. We was just getting into the topic. And listen, if you do want to jump up on the panel, I do have my rapid fire questions ready for you as we find out a little bit more about the YouTuber in you. You're more than just fish, people. You're more than just fish. Remember that. Yeah, so uh, my topic was what do you do if there's a tank emergency? But we're not even talking about a tank emergency. We're talking about a you emergency. Dad Fred, I'm glad you said that. I'll be sending you the link shortly, man, and we'll get into you in the next 10 minutes, and that'll be the deal. All right. Um, it's almost like a you emergency, man. Like I've been on YouTube almost 2 years now. Come January, which is next month, it'll be 2 years for me. And you've seen people come, you've seen people go, but since this pandemic has hit, yo, it's been crazy, man. Like it's turned people's whole lives around. You know, be it if you were unable to go to work, which means you're unable to bring in your income, which means you're unable to probably keep up with your tank, right? Let's say you fell sick to the COVID, right? Or you end up having asthma real bad or something like that. Who takes up the mantle? Who takes up your tanks? Especially for people who have 20, 30 of them joints. And for those of you guys who are avid fish keepers, which is most of you, what do you do? Is there a will for your tanks? Is there somebody to take up the mantle? Right? So that's what the topic is, because we are in, if the electricity goes out, You know what I'm saying? And it's out for a while. What do you do with the tanks? What's up, Diego? Thanks for coming through. Just interesting info about the volcanoes affect your rainwater. That's fascinating. That is real. So, power goes out for extended amount of time. I heard in Toronto they have all snowstorms going on over there. I stay in the Midwest, so I'm right in between all of that mess. We can get snow, we can get rain, we can get hail. It just comes on back and forth. Most goes out. It's probably like the power for a little while, but our wires are underground, so we don't usually be out for that long. But for some people, they're out for 11, 12 hours, which probably is not going to make a difference with your fish. But I have fish at the school, and school wasn't open for 5 days, so I had to feed them extra on Tuesday, and then wasn't able to get to them till today. So, what do you guys what do you guys have on your minds as far as that goes? We're talking about like a tank emergency, or if you have an emergency, or what do you do? What do you do with your tanks? Significant other, I know mine's gonna shut my tanks down, probably kill them all. It'd be all over. She's not into it at all. So I want to hear from you. What's up? Holla at me. What's up with the tanks? That's something I've been thinking about lately, especially when I got a little winter garden going on. I really need to partner up with a house member. And that's real. Yeah, Fred, that's real. Absolutely. We have a winter advisory tonight, says Melly Mel. Melly, where you at? Where you located again? I manage a fish store. Will never stop working. A lot of school teachers actually bought in some fish because they couldn't take them home, and that's real too. So what's up, Priscilla? Love that. POE, what's cracking? Thanks for coming through. I'm worried about when I have major back surgery. Right. And you know what? This is a lot of things that aren't really being talked about, you know what I'm saying? But really are on a lot of people's minds. Really on a lot of people's minds. I've had several, and it starts hitting close to home. I've had several of my partner's family members just fall sick and fall ill. Like, you worry about everything else, and you probably kind of think that fish tanks are the last thing on your mind, but to a fish tuber or to a fish keeper who is dedicated most of their life to this, who have over 10 to 15 tanks, it's kind of probably like, dang, this is what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've made a business out of it. What do? Who falls on it? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, all right, Melly Mel. Yeah, so you out there, yeah, East Coast living. It's northern. It's probably chilly up there. Power goes out and my spider's fangs go into my finger. Oh, just let's get that up there. That is how my husband is not into the hobby. Yeah. Hey, you have a significant other that's not into the hobby. It is rough, yo. It's like, what the? Jesse, have you seen any night marchers? Joe Munoz, what's a night marcher? That's what Dead Fred wants to know. And that is what I want to know. What is a night marcher? Is that a certain type of spider? Because I hate spiders. POE Seaweed has said, I've lowered all my tanks except one row. I live too far out for someone besides roommates to help. Wow. There it is. There's an answer. I mean, you gotta do with what you gotta roll with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Joe said it's a Hawaiian thing. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Play it cool, hot shot. Fish Tropic is saying, Joe, ouch, Joe. El Tropico. Spiders. I'm with you, Priscilla. You know what I hate? I hate those camel crickets. I had to look them up because my mom's garage was full of them and I didn't know what they were. So like when I went in and turned on the light, they started like just jumping. And I was like, what is up with the jumping spiders, bro? Like we gotta, yeah, look, y'all gotta move. This is a nightmare. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. No jumping spiders. It's bad enough they spiders, but they gotta jump too. This is ridiculous. Turn out it's a camel cricket. Ugly. Ugly. I live below the Mason-Dixon. The term sounds scary, even for an NRA member. Did he just say play a cool hot shot? I did. Kind of from a movie. A lot of stuff I say comes from a lot of comedies, mostly with Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler, and I'm definitely into those. Rick Spider Freak You put, I hate rodents. Says I hate them too. Melly Mel. Night Marchers, boom, are a group of ghosts that march together in Hawaii. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I don't like spiders. I definitely don't want to see ghosts either. Straight up. Straight up. That's gonna be like a no-no for me. I hate roaches. Funny because I breathe hissing. Oh my god. Dang. Look. Well, see, listen. I used to have a coworker that taught right across from me, who was also a fellow science teacher, had hissing cockroaches in his classroom and would let them crawl all over him while he sat down and taught. The most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Ridiculous. When he ended up leaving, they was finding hissing cockroaches in drawers and stuff dead. It was ridiculous. Now, it's different if you're using these things to kind of get kids interested, feeding them, showing them the, different type of patterns and stuff like that. Back in grade school, you used to do the same thing with mealworms. You get some cereal, you get the pet mealworms, you get to see them molt, and you get to see them turn into, whatever they turn into and stuff like that. But you're not going to have these joints just walking all over your neck and your chest and your arm, bro, while you teaching. That's hella nasty. Seriously. I am not big on snakes. Me either. I have an Arizona blonde tarantula. And Joe, you just got a python? Am I right? Wait a minute. Priscilla? Who are you asking this to? Because I was just about to light it up. You're not talking about me, are you? Roaches in the home on purpose? Trash, right? Look. As an African American male, I can tell you that we will not be anywhere where roaches are. This is a camel cricket. This is the jumping spider that inhabits garages. Look at that thing, yo. Oh my God. Oh. Bob has made it through. Thank you for coming through, Bob. Insect larvae are always cool, says Joey Gills. Oh my God. You fool. Why? As you asked. Hold on. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I'm glad you asked, because here she is right here. I was about to light her up before I bring on my guest onto the panel, who's ready for the rapid unfiltered fire. It's going down. That's right. It's going down. Oh my God, really? Aquamate, thanks for coming through, G. No, no. Okay, so I have several St. Louis hats. This one just happens to have the snaps on it. Aquamate, thanks for coming through, G. Sound like he's living in the hood, says. Hey man, wait a minute. What are we doing here? Are you hood shaming? You can't hood shame on my channel. Priscilla was watching Master P movie. Yes, I got a snake. Oh, you tripping. I can never come see you now, Priscilla. Yes, hissers have really cool hierarchy and are very clean. They are not affected at all by inbreeding. Mine have been going for 20 years now. All right. He's going everywhere with that hookah. I have several. I have a small hookah for small problems, a medium-sized hookah for the medium-sized problems, and I have the big hookah for, of course, the larger, easier mind problems. Jay's Better Room. Thanks for coming through, fam. Dude, I was in the middle of work and I could not stay on, man, to stay on your giveaway. But Jay's Better Room had a great giveaway earlier today. If you guys were able to get into his live stream, it was dope. I like your snake, Priscilla. BD Kids about to pop out. BB Kids. Oh man. For those who are joining us, we're talking about what do you do with your tanks in case of an emergency? Not a tank emergency, a you emergency. If you fall sick or you fall ill or you fall down and crack something, break something, you're unable to take care of your tanks. What do you have? Do you have something in place for those of you guys who are avid fish keepers and those of you guys who have made a business out of this? What do you do? That's what we are asking right now. All right. Caylor says Joe Ponds and Plants has a large purple sale now. Okay. I've been hunted on sale. All right, everybody's saying what's up. I got my snake from a Fish Fam member. She's pretty chill. My son wants a snake, and I cannot. Dude, you got me tripping over your PlayStation cord. Like, come on, like, let's get it right. You sell. Aquamate, do you have your turkey soda on hand? I'll call you if I fall. Come and get it all. Oh, Priscilla. I'm your emergency contact. That's an issue. Because even I have a ball. Okay. All right. I'm with you, Bob. Hey, no problem to have a ball. Sometimes you have to have two balls. Aquamate said he's working. Well, then I'll pour up for you. This is for Aquamate at work. Cheers. Jesus should be everyone's emergency contract. Hey, Fish Tropic. He's been calling me Black Jesus for a minute. I love it too. It's crazy. All right. So apparently I'm Priscilla's emergency contact when it comes to an emergency happening to her and her tank. We have some other people that are lowering their water in case electricity goes out. We have somebody going out on back surgery that has been thinking about this very issue. We have Dead Fred, who was talking about he needs to get a family member involved. I was watching the latest video from Hoods HODZ, and he actually has his daughter explaining her three favorite fish in the tank. So he's already got some little mini me's going through, getting ready to turn it up. Funk made it in here. God's juice. A fish tropic is killing it. Priscilla Snake speaks Armenian. It's awesome. It's like Ka from Jungle Book, except in Armenian. I just realized that I might be an issue. That might be an issue. Now I feel bad for my fishy. LOL. So, Funk, we are talking about, heaven forbid you fall ill, right? And you kind of know this you actually had to be quarantined recently for the due to COVID. So with you being quarantined and everything else, but let's say you hurt yourself, you have to have surgery, you feel you're not able to take care of your tanks, pretty much. Who do you have to take care of your tanks? That's what we're talking about. In case of an emergency, what do you do? Power is going out. Power is out for, whatever. You have to leave your home, whatever the case may be. You might have to travel out of town for a sick relative. You're not able to do it. What do you do? Who do you have in place to help you out? That's what we're talking about. And we've got some people that have actually had to think about it. DF821, there you go. I'm in it now for the second time. Yeah, that's terrible, terrible news, right? But if you got to be on quarantine, it's better, and it's better that you're feeling, groovy, as opposed to the latter. I've had a brother-in-law go into, have to get the whole breathing treatment. It's crazy. Old Kyle would be dead, sounding like Winnie the Pooh. New Kyle would have eaten me, sounding like Scarlett Johansson. That's exactly right. The new Kyle is serious. Serious. Chad, Double C is back in the place to be. All right, I'll call at Dead Fred instead. First, Drew, no worries. Okay, you're going to call Dead Fred first? All right. I am no longer Priscilla's contact. All right, and in the backstage, I'm about to give him the okay. It is Dead Fred. You good to go? We good? Here we go. Dead Fred 821 to the stream. What's cracking, homie?
Good evening, brother. How you feeling?
Man, everything is everything. Everything is everything. How you been, man?
Living the dream, brother. Living the dream. How you been?
Nah, man, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Aqua Funk said he gets results tomorrow, and we are praying for a good bill of health. Get that COVID up out of there.
Yeah. Positive vibes, brother.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hope for the best for you.
Dead Fred, this is actually, you know what? I almost kind of lied because remember I said that was my first time having a live stream. Somebody come up last week. you were up here along with Warrior Planet, but that wasn't really a fish live. It was we did the battle between Usher and Chris Brown.
Yeah, Usher and Chris Brown. That's what I thought you was talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? And I didn't even think about that till I see you up here now. I was like, man, I've had Dead Fred up here. So Fred, let's first get your answer to the question at hand. So if
She said she was 18.
ill, what
Huh?
what is your plans? What is your plans for your tanks, for your plants, for your potus? What do you got?
You know what? I've actually been thinking about that lately, and I've been trying to share some knowledge with family who aren't too pleased with the fact that Audrey 2 is starting to take over the house.
Hey, look, I gotta say this real quick. When you had said that, I immediately got the fire stick and I watched all of Little Shop of Horrors that night. I was like,
Yeah.
oh crap, I forgot all about it. And I forgot Gina was in there from Martin. Pam was in there from Martin.
Yep.
It was up in there.
Tina Arnold and Tisha Campbell.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So Audrey 2's getting out of control, and like the fam is like,
she's not out of control. This is the way this is how Pathos does. It's called Devil's Ivy for a reason. Like the thing is actually hard to kill. You know, and I've had a lot of dieback. And I think it's because of the lack of nutrition coming from the water. Like she's just stuck in water, but I only had baby boy in there. You know what I mean? He wasn't producing but so much, nitrogen compounds, the ammonia, the what is it? The nitrogen compounds. Nitrates and nitrites, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's only producing so much. So,
right.
I got him some tank mates, and those updates are coming soon. I don't know if I told you. I got a video dropping every weekday this month coming up. So I got plenty of updates coming up. It's a process that I'm going through, and fail or succeed. I plan to share all this information with everybody, so hopefully they can learn from what I'm doing.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. You got some good stuff going on. I love the way that you contrast, the fish keeping hobby and it really goes well with the plant keeping hobby. And
it does.
Your pathos rolling in from the tank and then sprawling out the house. It looks great. It definitely looks great.
And then next year I'm gonna be putting out excuse me. I'm about to start dropping booms and yeah. But next year I'm gonna be starting my aquaponic adventures in a homestead sense. So I'm gonna be trying to feed the household. So that's really when I plan to start uploading content. But it had just so happened that my last betta had died, and that was me getting back into the hobby. So I reset up the tank and.
So hydroponics, so you guys won't have to buy marijuana from nowhere else. The whole family, huh?
Well, I mean, you could grow herb with aquaponics, but mine is going to be outdoors. So if you want that pristine quality stuff, you got to give it certain parameters.
Absolutely.
You got to do certain things with the light. You got to do certain things with the nutrients. But it's called weed for a reason. Keep chucking them seeds out in your backyard and see if you have grass in 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
You won't.
Right.
That's why it's called weed. It will literally grow anywhere.
Gotcha.
It'll grow in the mountains. It'll grow in the desert. But if you want to smoke, you got to have like certain conditions and parameters. If you want the stuff that heals you, because that's different than the stuff that you smoke.
For sure.
If you want the stuff that heals you, you should also have certain parameters. But that stuff that grows wild is usually full of CBD, which is the good thing that heals you.
For sure. Man, that's real stuff, man. Real stuff. Yeah, so on that end, and you said you're going to get more into that pretty soon.
Yeah.
What about any more fish life? Are you
well,
you do anything different there?
I got me a little ghost shrimp squad to go in there with baby boy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
somehow, some way, there was a fry in the bag with the ghost shrimp. I have no idea what this fish is. I named him food because baby boy's gonna eat his ass when he finally catches him. But and I got me a near right snail, to
Okay.
kind of help clean things up.
Okay. All
But
right.
I might do some neos or some other type of inverts, maybe a mystery snail. But
Sure.
baby boy was really meant to be the only fish in this tank.
Okay. And what size tank is that?
It's a 30-gallon tall hexagon.
Okay. Hexagon. Yeah. Yeah, baby boy looks little in that thing right now. I was like, man, like he was like, come on, baby boy. I was like, who is he talking to? And I was like, this fish is really listening to him. This is crazy.
Betters have personality, man. They really
For
do.
sure. For
And
sure.
I think who he's talking about on Funk Stream, like, one better will do good in the community. The next one, he'll kill everything in the tank with him. It's an individual thing.
For sure.
Every better is different. And that's what I love about them. And
You know
I'm glad
what?
he got me a young, impressionable one so that we could talk and be civil. And I tried to talk him out of chasing food, but it ain't no convincing him. Like, he's embracing his inner predator.
I love it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You might push me to getting a better since I lost my green spotted, man. But I've got a tank 4 right now, and I could plant it up too.
Hexagonal prism, yeah, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, so that sounds like that'll be dope. What Funk say? I bet it's a GAMBUZI. A lot of feeder shrimp from Florida. Okay.
I'm not familiar with the Gambuzi.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of our native shrimp here fall under the grass shrimp category, and ghost shrimp is one of them.
Okay.
But I was glad to come across them. They're nice and big and fat. I know baby boy is still a predator. He could probably still take him out, but half of them are bigger than him.
Okay. All right. So they're gonna be in there for a little minute, and until he get where he wants to go, and then he'll tell.
Yeah, until he feel like it. I mean, it is his kingdom, so until he feel like his subjects are getting out of line,
I love that. This cat is his kingdom, so he's got his Mufasa around here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. But look, let's get to the hot spot. That's what everybody want to see. Let's get to the hot spot. We got Dead Fred in the place.
Go.
We got Dead Fred in the place, and this is how it goes. All right, so the first one, these first 3, they just gonna be fill in the blank. You remember from school, all you had to do is fill in the blank. Here we go. You'll never catch me
on a corner ever again.
You hear that, people? Not ever again. To
No.
say done it once or twice before, but never again.
Nope.
That's real. Look, and after Funk he just looked at your whole garb and was like, "Oh my God, he's the guy."
He look like a convict
right now. Next question. I hate when tubers blank.
Do dumb stuff with their animals. I done seen some people evolve. I done seen people stop doing a lot of dumb stuff with their animals. But I ain't gonna mention no names, but some kid hopped in the bathtub with an electric catfish. Like, the hell is you doing? I understand. I understand your pig is 600 pounds, but why are you riding it like a horse? You doing shit like that for views. Like, that's just disgusting. It's animal abuse, in my humble opinion.
I feel you. Now, I got a question for you. It's not as bad as hopping into the tub with the fish, but what about when people grab a flower horn by the nuclear hump and spin them around and play with them and pull them out of the water? Are you all right with that? Candy Overhaul, thanks for coming through.
Okay, I think there's a fine line between enrichment and abuse. Some flower horns like to interact with humans. And
Okay.
if you're doing things right, you're cleaning your skin off, you're making sure that your oils ain't getting in the tank and all that stuff. You know, I've seen people stick their hands in the tank and the flower horn comes to them and they're petting them and doing all, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a fine line between enrichment and abuse. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Very nice. I want to welcome Candy and Larry D. Thanks for coming through. And
Larry D,
Vincosity
Larry D.
Tanks. Thank you. Nuclear
Oh
Hump
yeah,
says
yeah.
Priscilla.
By the way, that thing is called a cock, if I remember correctly.
It is. It is. And
Yeah.
I hate saying cock.
It's KOK. It's a Japanese word, I think.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's keep going. I always wake up blank.
You got too many kids watching, bro.
Hey,
let's
it's
say
almost the witching hour.
let's just say I'm still young.
Hey man, if you wake up always like that, then hey, that go for what you know.
Right.
All right, now here goes the fast rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Ready.
Favorite fish?
Better.
Favorite tank size?
20 long.
How many bettas can you put in a 20 long?
A whole sorority.
Is it beta or beta?
It's better, but I don't correct people because I mean, what's the point of it's 2020. Everybody's triggered. What's the point of starting an argument over that?
Dude, I'm from
I like
St. Louis. Everybody keeps talking about the way I say her. Like, whatever, man. Whatever, bro.
Every word.
Right. All right. HOB or Sponge?
Sponge.
PetSmart or Petco? You got to choose one.
Petco because they're closer.
You said what?
Petco because they're closer.
Closer. All right. Glass or acrylic?
Glass.
Gravel or sand?
Gravel.
Favorite game with a ball?
Soccer. The original football.
Football. Dice or cards?
Dice.
Yeah.
I'm a native New Yorker.
Favorite food to cook?
Chicken.
Favorite food to eat?
Chicken.
How did I know? Favorite position?
69. It's win-win for everybody.
I was referring to football.
Oh.
Nasty man.
Forward. Shout out to
Very
all
nice.
Arsenal.
All right. Plane, train, or car?
Plane.
Butt or boobs?
What?
Butt or boobs?
I don't know. I feel like a clown is gonna come out on a tricycle and ask me if I want to play a game if I answer this wrong.
You're already in the game, baby.
I'm gonna take the hooves.
Okay. Boiled or fried?
Boiled.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Weekends or weekdays?
Weekends.
Favorite drink?
Water.
Coffee black or coffee cream?
Black.
Tacos or burgers?
Burgers. I did have to think about that one.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
If you had any superpower, what would it be?
Flight.
Well, guess what, there, Fred?
What?
Almost to the end here. You did a hell of a job. And that last question I asked, it was, well, prior, it was butt, B-U-T-T, or boobs, B-O-O-B-S.
Oh, boobs. I thought you said hooves. That like, yeah. See, like I'm thinking like horses or cows, like a cloven hoof, like hooves, booty
No.
all day.
Okay, there we
As
go.
I said, I felt like if I answered this wrong, like a little clown's gonna come out on the tricycle and ask me if I want to play a game.
Yeah, we're just gonna put you down with a Clydesdale today. Gonna match you up.
Yeah, I misheard you on that one, brother. My bad.
Second, the last question. What's the worst job you have?
The worst job that I've had. Believe it or not, it was when I was working with the autistic, and it wasn't because of the job itself. It was because the pay was crap. It was probably the lowest paying job I ever had, but the most enriching work that I ever did. And shout out to anybody out there in the healthcare field, especially here in the United States, because I do understand that you are not getting paid what you are worth.
Respect. They come down on us teachers, but we deal with your kids and everybody else's kids daily. And
in my humble opinion, teachers, doctors, nurses, and firefighters, y'all all should be getting paid what professional athletes get paid. I don't think professional athletes should be getting paid millions of dollars to do stuff that's only impressive for a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old to be doing. And that's no disrespect to people who work hard and put their bodies through hell every week. But the human body isn't meant to take that much abuse and punishment. You know, that's why they're trying to revolutionize sports to make them safer. Your body isn't meant to do that. If you're going to be a pro athlete, you should be stuck to a 4-year term like our presidents are. You know, so that your body can recover and so that you can live a long, healthy life. That's just my opinion.
As a teacher, I agree. And my thing was this: someone has had to coach them to play as good as they have.
How about that?
And the coaches are still stuck making teacher pay, and these people have gone on to make millions. Like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should get 10% of whatever you do when you become big. We should get some residual pay. If I taught you science and you decided to find a cure for COVID, I think I should get a percentage of that. If I'm the reason you love science, then that's what.
That sounds a little socialistic.
Let's not go there. All right, and the last question. If I wasn't keeping fish, I'd be keeping
a whole lot of trouble. I'm serious. Part of the reason that I got fish is because I'm trying to get into aquaponics, and I wanted to get back into the mode of breeding fish. But I discovered real quick why people get prescribed companion pets when it comes to dealing with mental illnesses, because I suffer from PTSD and severe depression and high anxiety. And I can tell you, when I sit down in front of that bed of kingdom, all of that disappears. It really does. And I get it why people have that companion cat or that companion dog. I understand why it's so devastating when someone loses a pet, regardless of what that pet is. It could be a gerbil or a rabbit or a snake, but somebody has this attachment to someone that they're caring for, that they're nourishing, that they're providing for, and it's gone. Like, I get that. It leaves it, like a part of you leaves when they do.
That's real.
Yeah, it is. So if I wasn't keeping fish, I probably wouldn't be able to be as focused as I am when it comes to writing my business plan. I probably wouldn't be able to be as focused as I am when it comes to trying to put together this winter garden, trying to put together this aquaponic farm, trying to put together this homestead. You know, it's really a domino effect. So yeah, if I wasn't keeping fish, I'm not going to say that I'd be at rock bottom, but I'd be way closer to rock bottom than I am right now, and I can't even see rock bottom anymore.
That's real. Hey, Fred, listen, and that's my whole thing with trying to get a lot of tanks in people's houses, especially at the high school level, because we have these kids that they keep dosing them with medicine, and sometimes that might not be it. Maybe they just need
It's not. You know
focus
something?
on, yo.
Can I
And
speak
I've
from
been
the heart?
teaching.
Can I speak
I've been
from the heart for a second? Because I'm a tutor.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure, for sure.
And then
And I'm glad you up here because I remember us talking about this.
the first child that I tutored was diagnosed with ADD. Now, I'm not going to diminish or belittle anybody who has ADD. I have genuinely seen children with ADD, but a lot of children just aren't focusing, and because they're not focusing, they consider that to be ADD. You're not taking the time to reach the child. They wanted to put this child on drugs. They wanted to leave him back. This child is now a young man who's serving in the United States Air Force. And he passed and graduated through grade school with flying colors, all because I was able to sit down and talk to him. By the time he was in fifth grade and did not know how to multiply because his teachers were failing him. His teachers were literally doing what is it called? Social promotion. You know, you get to a certain age, they're going to make sure that you just keep moving forward. No one actually took the time to explain the concept of multiplication to this young man.
Talk that talk, man. Talk that
And,
talk.
and what really got to him was when I told him, I said, you know, half of what they're teaching you in your history class isn't even true to begin with. And he's like, no, they wouldn't teach us lies. So I'm like, well, let's Google what's on your homework. Let's look it up. Let's find it. Let's find the truth. And we did that. And that got him into studying. Now, I'm not saying that's going to work for every child. But the point that I'm making is you got to find a way to reach every single child. There was something to, like, I don't know what they're doing in your school district, but here they have the talented and gifted classes, and then everybody else is in one class. That's not fair for everybody in that one class. Because I could be up at the front of the room, and I'm bored out of my mind because the teacher just explained to everybody 3 times that 2 plus 2 is 4. I got it the first time. You don't have to tell me that again. But Bobby in the back, you might have to tell him 3 more times. And it's not fair to the teacher that you got both me and Bobby in the same class, because all the kids in the middle rows, they do have to be told 3 times. I only need to be told once. Bobby needs to be told 6 times. We both belong in different classes. And I might not belong in that tag class, but I don't belong in the same class with everybody else.
Preach.
You know,
Listen.
everybody learns differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are more prone to learning by getting their hands in and you know, getting their hands dirty. Some people are more prone to learning by reading. Me, I'm the type of person, I gotta have music playing. I don't care if it, and I grew up in the 80s, so I could listen to Run DMC, Aerosmith, Metallica, Michael Jackson. Like, my playlist is crazy. But with that music on, I could sit there and read Wikipedia for hours.
Preach.
Hours.
Listen.
I'll have 5 windows and 40 tabs open in each window, all because I decided to look up the Incredible Hulk's real name. And 5 hours later, I'm looking at some garbage about the Hubble telescope, and I'm wondering, how the hell did I get here?
It's like that. Hey, listen. A lot of kids are diagnosed with ADD, ADHD. I claim to have ADD growing up, and it always took something for me to focus. And so I teach that way. Don't tell me what a kid has. Don't tell me because bouncing around. If you come in my classroom, you might not never see a kid sit down. I'm not going to be sitting down. We're going to do group work. We're going to do hands-on. Intelligence is what Stella D just hit on. You gotta teach every way so that every kid can get their way. And I used to have a lot of teachers just peek in my room and be like, y'all just in there having fun. How are they getting good grades in there? What are you doing? Like,
you're reaching them.
Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. If you can't do it, you need to get in tune with your kids a little bit more and find out what is it that makes them tick. That's why I have the fish tanks all over the place. Everybody else is putting up posters. Well, maybe they don't look at the poster and read it, but maybe they can focus on something else and then get back on task. And so that's real. And that's exactly how I run my classroom. And
let me tell you something. I had a social studies teacher back in the Uniondale public school system. Shout out to Mr. Carell, because Mr. Carell drilled into our head that the three biggest countries in the Middle East were Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. And he said that so many times: Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq. Like, he said it every single day. And he had this crazy way of saying Bangladesh. And the way his teaching style was so unconventional, you couldn't
Absolutely.
help but take something away. And
Look,
don't get me wrong, there's a reason for the curriculum. There's a reason for a syllabus. But if you don't cater your teaching style to your students, you're not going to reach your students.
if you don't have classroom management, it's all over for you right now. These kids these days,
Indeed.
attention span that just like a mosquito. So you've got to be able to change with the times. And teachers who can't do it, they're losing, man. They're losing these kids, and they're
They
losing
are.
the battle.
They
So
are. And
listen,
my
my
heart
student,
goes out to those helpless feeling teachers, because they really honestly don't know what to do, because what they've been doing for 10, 15, 20 years has been working. And here you got this new generation of, I call it the TikTok generation. Their attention span is no more than 10 to 15 seconds.
for facts,
If you don't
facts.
grasp them in them 10 to 15 seconds, you lost them already.
It's a fact. And
And
I,
you
I love
lose
the
them on
fact
the
that
first day, you probably lost them for the whole school year.
you said you play music. I'm an '80s baby, also. When my
Mhm.
come in and first thing in the morning, they hear two occasions by the deal, and they probably have heard their parents. And I'm in the hallway, and my stuff is blasting. All the teachers like, "What's going on? Hey, you better get with it." You might around in here, you'll hear some new edition pop in, and you know the kids they start grooving to it, and they know that it's time. Sometimes I turn myself into DJ no requests. Guess what? We're not listening to that hibbity who whatever that stuff is that you listening to. It's DJ no request. Mr. Clark, can you play? No
Right.
requests. No requests. Just listen to this and it's just gonna go. And sometimes I let students wear their headphones because I know they got to vibe out when they need to study or when they need to learn or when they need to do some other stuff. We have praise breaks is what I call them when I throw on something on YouTube just to break the monotony. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
And
you
the
know what?
kids,
My
they love it.
my sister called me up one day and said, "Do y'all be taking breaks?" Because I was helping my niece, tutoring her, and she was like, because she was trying to get my niece through her math homework, and she was drilling her. And I kind of I try to read my students. If I see you getting frustrated, let's take a break. Watch a YouTube video. Listen to a song. 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's just stop what we're doing, focusing on, and then come right back to it. A lot of times at 3 to 5 minutes, I have them ready and pumped to get it over with. Especially if in those 3 to 5 minutes they look at the time and they realize that, hey, it's almost 8 o'clock. It's almost time. You know what I mean? Like, I got things to do. I got friends to see.
For sure. For sure. And now that the schools are 90-minute classes, it's an hour and a half. You got to grasp their attention, man, if you want them to get anything done. So there's
Yeah.
a must that you have a few breaks in there. It's a must if you want these kids to do what you need them to do. That's
Hmm.
Man, I appreciate you, Dead Fred. Hey, his name is Dead Fred 821 on YouTube. Hey, go check him out. He's doing big things, man. Great head on his shoulder. He knows what he's trying to do, baby. And I appreciate you for coming up, man, and
Appreciate you having me on, brother.
jumping in the heat from the fish from the frying pan into the fire. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, man. Definitely,
No
definitely.
doubt.
Yeah. So everybody, check it out, man. We did our talk. Let me see. Did I check Priscilla out? What she say? Even larger companies have motivational hour with group stuff before starting work and offer gyms and such. No one needs to sit around like a potato sack for 8 hours, and that's a fact. That's how people start losing it and going a little crazy, man. So it's a must. It's definitely a must. I'm glad that we were able to have you up here
Oh,
and talk.
thank you, Stella D. Thank you. Children have different learning styles. I love you for that one.
Absolutely. That's that multiple intelligences she put it
Hmm.
straight up. Thank you, Joe Gilly, Joe Gills. I love Bill's channel, man. He be doing some stuff with his video.
Y'all want to see some impressive videography, camera work? Check out my man Joseph Gilbert. Like just the way he moves his camera, and you know,
Man,
and, like I'm telling you, he's got some he's got a untapped talent over there.
absolutely,
I've
absolutely.
been looking to get into, because I see he's got a passion for teaching. So
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna push him into Hollywood.
Hey, he jumped in his tank on the first video I watched him. I was like, this dang. And he just like virtually with his camera, just boom, and just saw the fish. It was great. It was great. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Dead Fred 821, man. I appreciate you for coming up on the panel, man. Joining the frying pan. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We appreciate everything. Hey man, this was good. This was good. This is one I'm a replay, man. I like this. I like this. Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all. Hey, it's FishyBizzAquatics, man. I really appreciate you all. Mondays, 9 p.m. Central Time. All right. And that would be 10 p.m. Eastern Time for most of you all. But I appreciate you all for coming through. Melly Mel, thank you, man. I appreciate everything that everybody is doing on their channels. Go check everybody out. And that's gonna be it, man. We've been rocking for a little minute, man. So I ain't gonna hold you, man. It's Monday night. I know everybody got to get ready for Tuesday. Listen, man. Thank you all. We're gonna bring this broadcast to an end, and we'll check everybody out. Same time, same channel, and we out this thing. Peace.